Alright, welcome to FusionPit Presents. I'm Alec, and tonight I am talking about the self-titled release from Eureka-based progressive death metal band Burning Hash. And if I could liken this album to anything, I would probably compare it to an old school Testament record, or maybe even Contradictions Collapse from Meshuggah, especially with the way that a majority of these songs rely kind of heavily on these very thick, aggressive, bone-crushing grooves and rhythms. And even with the vocals, how they feel much like a hybrid of death metal growls with a thrash metal flair or delivery to it. There are songs on here, however, that don't quite fit this mold, like with the song Kill Score that features these very sharp start-stop guitar bursts, and with the song Sent to Hell that is probably the quickest in terms of tempo and probably has the most chaotic instrumental on this entire album, with these continuous bursts of blast beats and these tremolo picked guitars. What really sets this band apart, however, are the very experimental psychedelic elements that they weave throughout these song structures, like with the intro track, how it fades in and becomes this very dark, ambient instrumental that wouldn't feel too out of place if it were playing in the background of a psychological horror film. Or with the track The Abyss, how it has these very trippy chord progressions, and on top of that we get this very funk-inspired bass line. And another highlight in Sent to Hell are these very dark chord progressions, and on top of that we have this very eerily calm spoken word and these tribal feeling drum patterns. And another song I would like to highlight with this element would be In the Shadows, with this very dreamy melody at the very beginning and ending of this song. The last two songs on this album, Afterlife and Sailing the Seas of Infinity, are two instrumental songs, and with Afterlife, it's definitely the most calming song on the album, as it's very easy to get lost in the sea of atmosphere and ambience that really engulfs this song. However, with Sailing the Seas, there's definitely much more of a pronounced groove within this song, and with the ever-changing rhythms, as well as at the back end of this song, how it bursts into a very heavy moment before fading back out into the very soft ending. I really feel like this instrumental is probably my favorite of the two. My favorite songs off of this album have to be Chemtrails, The Abyss, Kill Score, and Sailing the Seas of Infinity. Alright, this has been FusionPit Presents. I'm Alec. I want to give a shout out to Meltingpot Productions, Burning Hash, Harry Rocco. You guys are awesome. Stay metal.